Goats Podcast.
I mean, you know what we got to talk about?
Yeah.
the slap heard across the world.
He said, what he said? He said, keep my wife's name out your
fucking mouth.
That's how he said it.
When he said it the second, at first, when I saw it, we got to play it before we even talk about it. Go ahead, Chris. I think it's the first video. Slap the up. Nah, the next one up. Yeah.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
So this is where I was like, okay, it's a joke.
Yeah.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Brace yourself.
Oh.
Wow. Will Smith.
Oh, man.
See, that's like, yeah. First off, who thinks it was staged?
I don't.
The only thing that just gave me a question mark, I heard those comments too, but somebody freeze framed it.
Freeze framed it. The wine I caught up with.
Freezed it. Yeah, somebody froze it up, and you can see him like bracing himself for the slap, bracing himself. So I saw that frame. So. I don't know, because like normally you get ready to get slapped, you don't ready up for it. I mean, it's like,
but he didn't. If you look at it like that, because he was laughing as he was walking up. You know, he was like, like leaning over, laughing, like, what you finna come up here and do, Will? Yeah. And if you freeze frame it, it looked like he leaning into it like this, but he really just laughing with it, like he got a toothy laugh, you know?
Yes.
He didn't expect it. I don't think he expected that shit.
Way he did.
But at the end of the day, I have to agree with y'all, man, because Will's response was, okay, first he laughed. He laughed at the joke.
He laughed, yep.
He laughed at the joke. That's what threw everything off. He laughed at the joke.
Genuinely.
Yes, he did. They looked over at they didn't show it. They didn't pan over, but the wife's face was a little bit disgruntled, not very happy.
They showed her face.
Yeah, they showed her, but they didn't show the connect with him and him looking at her. I didn't see.
Yeah, they didn't show the interaction of her probably like instructing him to do some shit.
But he could have been. He could have still laughed. He could have still laughed. Like it could have looked genuine. He could have still been mad about that shit. Like I done laughed about some shit
and thought
in my head like nah,
wait a minute.
Or just did that fake little laugh. You know what I mean? But he probably saw his wife's feeling too, and she probably felt embarrassed. Yeah. And exactly what what I've been hearing. Like you don't know what like makes her upset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At home. So it's probably something very like we was talking about the whole the whole entanglement shit. And maybe that's something that don't bother them. But this is something
I think it bothers.
It bothered him.
I think it bothers them, but it's been so talked about. You know what I'm saying? The whole entanglement shit, like that's been. But I feel like her hair law shit is something serious. Like to her, it's probably something that emotional damage. No, so you get what I mean? Like, and Will, I'm on Will's side, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like. I think it's unprofessional.
Yeah,
how he handled it. Yeah. But the fact that I know it was real, it was an authentic smack. Like, where he didn't care, Oscar or not. Like, bro, he's human, bro. Like, if I feel some type, if you catch me in a moment, I don't give a fuck if I'm getting my, what do you call it, my acceptance into heaven. Some shit got me hot.
But at that point, he didn't know he was winning the Oscar, though. At that point, he was still just nominated, had the possibility of winning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but, still the Oscars. So,
he's still at the Oscars and shit. But it's like, this, I got a lot of takes on it. But for me, it's like, okay, Chris Rock told a joke about Jada, you know what I'm saying, being in the sequel to fucking G.I. Jane. Not even that much of an offensive joke. Okay, she's bald. She's bald because she got alopecia. Alopecia is an autoimmune disease that does nothing but make your hair fall out over time. You know what I'm saying? And she's not completely bald. Like she still got stubble up there. You know what I'm saying? And for real, like if she was to grow her hair out, she would still have. You probably wouldn't even notice. She would still have a full head of hair. She just got a little line at the top of her head. You know what I'm saying?
Video.
Yeah, and she said that she showed it in a video. You know, and you can see if somebody really had like patchy hair to the point where it would be embarrassing to grow it out. You would be able to see it if they got that little the length her hair is now. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even that serious. It's not life threatening. It ain't like she fucking got leukemia and been going through chemotherapy and could possibly die. And her hair,
just because it's not our seriousness, we don't know how she feels about how serious.
Man,
it is.
okay, that's true. But you know what I'm saying? It's
but there's no but to that. You can't put a but to that.
But does it constitute Will? That's what this. My point is that alone doesn't constitute Will going up there saying fuck everything and slapping Chris Rock in the middle of the Oscars, you know?
Yeah, but this is my thing. He did it. So, I mean.
Yeah, he did it. But it couldn't have only been about that alopecia shit. It was everything built up from the entanglement, from Jada being on the red table, telling all their business and shit, fucking humiliating him, you know, the Tupac shit. You know, she was
embarrassed. You know, she seemed a little embarrassed when they said that. So it probably all like hit him at once.
My thing is he been struggling with the whole shit this whole time, but he been trying to stay jolly Will Smith that everybody loves and holding that shit back this whole time. Which is professional.
Because they've been. We also got to be fair. Like they've been coming at him and his family like hard.
Yeah, but who fault is that?
It doesn't matter. It don't matter.
It matters. It's Jada's fault.
Everybody, it's a consequence to every action that you do.
Yeah,
I get it. But at the same time, everybody on a regular basis, just because they celebrities, I get it. They celebrities, but at the same time, you can't say that they celebrities. They got to be careful what they say and their responsibility.
Yeah.
But at the same time, expect them also not to be human. Like, you know, they still human.
Yeah,
you know
I agree with that. He is human, and he definitely showed his humanity in that moment. But
like, I think if I was in this situation, like, you know, I mean, shit, I've been in that situation to where, you know, I'm so like over the top with shit, and then you just snap. Like, fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if that's how he was, then hey, that's how he was. But you
never ever seen Will Smith like this before. You know what I'm saying? He always been controlled. He always been super professional. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, all that shit stemming from Jada oversharing has been boiling up inside of this man, and he finally let out a glimpse of the torment that is going on inside of him. You know what I'm saying? And he probably did it to appease her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which
go ahead. I see you over here.
What's your take on it?
Yeah, what's your take on it?
I get what you're saying also. But like I said, this guy has been, how long has he been a professional actor? 30 something years, forever, right? He knows the Hollywood game. He knows how to play this game. He knows very well what's at stake. He knows that he's a smart guy.
Brilliant.
But it seems to me that he's a bit over infatuated with this woman. It's like he's been trying to prove himself since the whole Tupac thing. You know, Tupac probably was talking back in the day about him like, oh man, that dude's soft, man.
Corny ass, jiggy with it, nigga.
Yeah. Oh man, he's a clown rapper, and I'm the real deal. And she's seeing him as such because she said, I love Tupac. That was her.
Yeah, but I heard Tupac's personality wasn't like that.
Yeah, so he wasn't a living gangster. He wasn't.
If you heard Hit 'Em Up.
Yeah, but I'm talking about real documentary
persona.
On
It's
him.
a real persona.
He's a very, very nice. They say Tupac was a very nice person.
Well, he said himself that the women thought he was too nice. Remember in one video, and he said then he realized he had to change his attack, which is probably what Will's doing right now.
But regardless of how he was, the woman that Will was in love with another man, and that was Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. And she loved this street edgy type of dude, and Will was making these poppy Mr. Rogers raps, which made him very rich. Worked for him, so nothing against, no disrespect for him, but this whole thing by her bringing him to this red table. It's like, you got a 1% man in America. He's the top of the 1%.
Yeah,
you know, and in the world, he's in the top 10 men. I mean, just from his
Yeah, like any woman would be glad to be with Will Smith. You know?
He could just grab fruit running down the street, man, just nonstop. But anyway, he's infatuated with this woman. Yeah, it doesn't end for a guy like this.
Fact. Yeah, that's true.
And he could be as lame as he wanted. It's still gonna fall in his lap just because Will Smith. But anyway, he's infatuated with her. Then she turns around, lays up with her son's friend. I mean, that's like
wow.
That's like and she's just saying, I need
this man.
I need to feel good.
Damn, yeah.
And she told him that
she's at the red table. She brought
on
her
the
husband.
red table talk.
She brought her husband to the table.
He said, "What happened, Jada?"
Did you see?
Like,
Did you see his face? Go back and run his face in your mind.
I'm not saying he wasn't hurt. Like,
He didn't do it like this. Yeah, Jada, tell him what's up, baby.
Nah, that's a fact.
And she was like, "Oh, just a little entanglement."
Yo, he was hurt.
He was like, "What you mean entanglement?" He was like, "Look, entanglement. I needed to feel good."
Oh man, he broke her soul. Bro.
He was hurt.
She broke his soul.
She broke his soul, bro.
And he had to sit through it because it's like it's on now. It's gone. It's already out there and everything. So she done drew him to this table. To my eyes, she should have been protecting this man. Everything she has
don't give a
built
fuck
up
about
on
protecting
him.
him.
No, because she doesn't respect him.
Exactly.
He's just a ride. She's a man. I guess if she was younger, she would go ahead and monkey branch right now.
Probably.
I don't know. But he's like I said, he's that top 1% guy, and she's hanging on to the ticket.
So you don't feel like there's any realness on her part? Like, and
what you mean?
Sure, to a degree.
After this situation, do you feel like? Because apparently they had this conversation, like he knew. I mean, they did put it out there that they both knew about this situation before they was on the table talk and stuff like that. So
that's how they spun it.
That's how they spun it. But the fact is, she did it.
Yeah,
it's her son's friend, even if it's accepted.
And he was sick at the time.
Yeah,
he came to them needing help. You know what I'm saying? Remember, August was going blind at one time.
Yeah.
Niggas was dying in and out of the hospital and shit. And that was the time that she fucked him. She was like, he came to us needing healing.
And she healed him.
And it feels so good to heal somebody.
And she healed him.
To be needed.
She sexually healed him like Marvin Gaye. And this is her son's friend.
Imagine if Willow would have brought home Zendaya or some shit. And
young chick.
And she was sick as shit. And Will fucking
would have been like they rape something with
that nigga would have been in there with Bill Cosby.
Yeah. And she wait if I get it right.
Bill Cosby would have been walking out the court doing it a little.
and Augustine, man, how old is the brother? He's like
21,
22.
Yeah,
21?
he was young as shit at the time.
And she's almost 50. Banging a cat 21, her son's friend. This is deep, man. This is heavy.
He would beat that thing.
And her husband is a big star. Oh man,
yeah. You know he was doing her wrong, nigga.
Continuously.
New shit.
Oh man, he was twisting her in the bull monkey hump, man.
Yeah, man.
Twisted it left, right. But that was, and this guy is so big, and for her to do that to him, she should have been protecting their brand. It's like, I can't do that. I'll go up the street and bang this guy over here, an older gentleman outside of our circle, but not my son's friend to this guy.
And made him fall in love too. That's why he ended up exposing it, because
making a rap.
Because she did him wrong. He felt like, you know what I'm saying?
Made a rap.
He loved her, right?
Yeah, he was like, if he said, if I die right now, I'll die a happy man, because I felt true love with Jada.
Because I felt the inside.
He said it in an interview.
Wife.
He was like, I can die right now, because I feel like I lived a lifetime when I was with Jada and shit.
Because I felt the inside of Will's wife.
Yo, how do you deal with that? How does Will Smith deal with it? I feel bad for son, bro. Like,
me too.
And so that was the basic point, man. That was just really driving home with me and everybody. And then he made a rap after that, and he said something to the.
He made the song with Rick Ross, the Entanglement track.
So why Will didn't get the same energy? Everybody was like, "Well, Will, why you didn't have the energy to go attack that?" But then Chris over a little comedians say the most.
Yeah, but I don't think he, you know, and I think that's what I mean. His mistake that he made, he addressed it. I think I think his mistake was genuine. Like he really made a mistake. He probably recognizes like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. I don't think he was doing that spitefully. I think just like, you know, like everybody else, man. When you snap,
it was a knee-jerk reaction.
It was just like fuck, man.
I agree.
I feel bad for him. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like. Yo, if you enjoyed this podcast, you already know what to do.
And if you don't know what to do, I'm going to tell you what to do. Hit that subscribe, hit the bell icon, and give us a like. Because it's the Quote GOAT podcast, man. You can't go wrong. Tune in every weekday, 6 o'clock, Friday, full episodes on YouTube and Spotify. Hit us up on the Instagram. Give us topics. And we appreciate it, man. Quote GOAT podcast. We out.